Hi and welcome to Happy Kitty Crafts. Today's video is about how to make a large diamond keychain pattern, and I know I previously posted a similar video, but this one goes more in depth on how to create the larger version. I start by picking out my colors and then measuring them out to 60 inches. You could definitely make them shorter than 60, something like 50 or 55 inches will work as well, but I personally don't like the risk of running out of thread when I'm working on something, so I just go on the safe side and make it a bit longer. In order to make a wider diamond, you need to make sure that you have 20 or up to 28 threads in total. You could also go gigantic and make it so much more, but that takes a lot of work anyway and more length. In my case, I chose 6 colors that I liked, but I cut twice from each color at the length of 60. I later fold the threads in half, which will mean that each thread is at approximately 30 inches, and now I have 4 threads from each color. So 4 from 6 colors. 4 times 6 is 24. Before we start making the diamond, I need to make the clean loop. I have a more detailed video on that if it feels like I'm going too fast in this video, so you can check it out in the description box and in the link above. In order to make a loop, all you have to do is a forwards knot with one thread over all of the other threads lumped together. You can choose to alternate colors or only use 1 or 2 colors, but I have decided to use all the colors for this loop, but making sure that the beginning and the ending of the loop are the same colors because they will meet again and they will be knotted together, as you can see in the video. I have knotted the 2 light browns together. You can use, it doesn't matter what type of knot you use, you can do a forwards, backwards, forwards, forwards, backwards. Because they're both light brown, it doesn't matter and it's not going to show. After joining the light browns, I will push the right side of the threads to the back so I can organize. Here I'm just creating the outer edges of the keychain. I'll take the blue and move left and do a forwards knot over the lump of all the remaining threads. Then I'm setting the blue and the light brown aside, and I'm going to pick out a new color, dark brown, and with it I'll do a forwards knot over the lump of remaining threads. And I'll keep doing it with all the remaining threads until I reach the end. Once I reach the end, I'm going to repeat the process on the right side, but this time things are mirrored. So instead of doing forwards knots, I will be doing backwards knots, or even backwards knots. As long as the knots end up in the center of the project, that is all we need. We need them directed inwardly. Now that the outer edges of the keychain are finished, we can start with the first layer of the diamond that is inside, which will be the light brown color at the very top. I'm taking the light brown and moving it downwards over the row of threads, and I do that using a forwards knot because I need to bring it down and all the way to the right. Pay attention though, when I reach the pink thread, the last one, I will switch to a forwards-backwards knot because I need to create the corner of the diamond. Going back to the top, now I need to move the light brown on the left side all the way downwards to the left side using a backwards knot. Again, once I reach that last thread, which is the pink one, I will switch to a forwards knot. The light brown and pink threads are now off limits. They should be ignored. Do not interact with them when creating the remaining layers inside. Going back up to the blue, we're going to tie them together to start the top of the diamond. Then repeat the same process that I did with the light brown. Once I reach the thread before the light brown, that's when I will do a forwards knot to create the corner of the blue diamond. If I happen to be going too fast or too slow for some of you, please feel free to adjust the playback speed of the video by clicking on the settings icon and either speed it up or slow it down. I really tried not to make this video too long, but at the same time, I really wanted to cover as much information as I possibly could. So now that I formed the diamond center, I can start closing the lower half of all the diamond layers in the keychain. This is the easy part because you can see the shapes more clearly now and the threads are almost telling you where they want to go. Once I've closed all the diamonds, I need to work on the outer edge of the keychain. And this may seem weird at first, but do as I do and trust the process. Taking the green thread on the left side, I will do a backwards-forwards knot on the pink. Then with the red thread, I will do a backwards-forwards knot on the green and the pink together. And so on until I have collected all the threads together at the bottom. It's like a reverse process of what we did in the beginning. I'll mirror the same process on the right side using the green thread to do a forwards-backwards knot on the pink and so on. For the ending or the tassels, you could make one big braid, two big braids, or several small braids like I prefer to do. There are so many variations of this diamond keychain that you guys can do. It's a lot of fun and it's not that complicated once you guys get the hang of it. I really hope that this tutorial was helpful, and if you've made it this far, thanks for watching, and here's some happy kitty content. Have a great day. Bye!